6 years ago. This is the place I want to know. London is the place for me. London is the place for me. London, this lovely city. You can go to Spain or America, India, Asia or Australia. You must come back to London City. Living in London, you are comfortable. Cause the people are so sociable. They will take you here, they'll take you there, and make you feel like a millionaire. London is the place for me. London is the place for me. London, this lovely city. You can go to Spain or America, India, Asia or Australia. You must come back to London City. The sun, enjoying life here in London. We have such a great diversity. I'm sure you all will agree with me. London is the place for me. London is the place for me. London, this lovely city. You can go to Spain or America, India, Asia or Australia. You must come back to London City. We have to get ourselves ready quick. Soon we will be celebrating the Olympics. We will smile and welcome everyone, because we tend to have plenty fun. London is the place for me. London, go bring a friend to see Big Ben. Trafalgar Square is always there. Don't you miss Buckingham Palace? London Eye is touching the sky. There are many more, like Madame Tussauds. When you're in town, use the underground. There is no other like London Tower. When you're in town, use the underground.
Go on, Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, I honestly think that the mayor of London should use this song.
He should.
Because, you know, I'm advertising in London, really, you know.
And they should pay you.
Definitely, you know. I want to be alive. That's why I'm alive.
I don't know. I can hear myself. Yeah.
What about me?
Yeah. I'm hearing yourself.
I think yours will come closer.
Yeah, sure.
But I think I can hear all you good. Can you hear Daddy good?
Yeah, I can.
I'm good.
Kinda, yeah.
But they should use this song.
And they should pay you like you just said.
At the end of the day, you know, Kitchener came with this. Kitchener came with London as a place for me, but I bring it back in a different beat, you know.
Yeah.
And more appealing to the youths, you know, because what I have discovered.
I love it.
What I've discovered in teaching in London, that many of the youths don't know the places of, you know, that the tourist places that in London that they should be visit and so on, you know, like.
Do you mean people that are like born and raised here?
Yes, you know, the parents will give them an opportunity. I think, you know, things are tough for some parents who don't have the time to take their kids to doing double work. No, I don't think so. I think that you know, because I think you know, most parents care, you know, they care for the kids, and they would like to take the kids to various parts of London, but they don't know the beauty of London.
Yeah, right. So, that's actually true.
Yeah, so London is the place. And remember, you know, when I hear this song, I always remember that they tried to run us out. I remember that they deported a lot of people that came in, brainwashed children, which had me very sad. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand it, you know.
And it's still going as well.
Yeah, I couldn't understand it.
Guys, you just heard London is the place for me.
You can't get weird. This is please.
Well, Trinidad and Dominica is actually where I play, but I'm comfortable here for now.
Yes,
for now.
Yeah,
so you heard London the place for me, the Alberto cover version.
Yeah. From Lord Kitchener.
Yeah. Lord Kitchener. Now, Lord Kitchener.
Is it 100 years since his?
Yes, he has passed. It would have been 100. He passed in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2020, yes.
Somebody you knew well?
My good friend, he introduced me to the Calypso.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, he
Soca, like Calypso royalty.
You know, introduced me, and but I got a better offer with Spectacular Forum. This is why I didn't sing with his tent, but we remain good friends.
Yeah.
In fact, I went to do a show in Brooklyn 1 year, and I got a call. He was doing a show with his tent in Washington. And he said, "Can you come on my show?"
And kind of what year was this?
Wow, that was a whole other. You know,
she wants to know. She wants to expose your age, man.
No.
You're 23.
This was in about 1988.
Okay.
Right. So I went up to the. I was the only person from Spectacular because we had different tents, and tents is where you have a number of performers performing. They call them the tents, you know, and. He asked me to, I went in and we had a good show, and we have been good friends before, you know, all the while. I go back home, we was in contact with each other and so on, you know.
Amazing. Can I introduce you properly, please?
Yeah, sure.
So,
is the mic actually on? I can't really hear my dad. Shall I dad speak to the mic?
Yeah. Hello.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think that's better.
All right. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna keep all of them on.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So my guest today is Mr. Winston Albert.
Good. You're right.
Also known as
D. Alberto.
the Alberto. Legend.
We have a legend and a pioneer in music as well. I was doing my research because as much as our families are connected, and you know my family very well, I know your family very well. I'm going to say you was born in Belmont, Port of Spain.
Belmont.
Come on.
Belmont.
Ends with the research.
Then I moved to Movant.
Yeah, Movant.
Not Movant.
Movant. I always pronounce it. Remember, I'm Dominican, right? I don't know.
Moved to Movant, you know, and you know,
And man, is that where you were born?
You know that I led the march for One Teachers Union in Trinidad.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah,
You've always been an activist.
Oh yes, you know, and started singing in Trinidad. You know, won the march, the Better Village competition at Calypso King. You know, voted the most promising Calypso in my first year out. You know, made the semi-final of the March draft.
Come on.
I'm not gonna call you Uncle. I'm not gonna call you Winston. I'm gonna call you D. Alberto.
Yeah, sure.
But I feel kind of cheeky because I feel like I should be respectful. I'm gonna call you D. Alberto.
Yeah, that's all right.
So my question to you is, how did it kind of all start in the beginning?
Well, no, I love music.
Okay, are your family musical?
Yes, I had my cousins were involved in music. The peers, you know, they were the peers. They were involved in music. We had Alma. They were top choirs and so in Trinidad. They were involved, so that was always part of me, music, you know. And I started listening to the Calypso. In fact, I sang with a band, a combo first.
Okay.
Singing soul, you know, soul songs and so on.
Nice.
You know? And then I realized, this is not my thing, you know. Calypso is my thing.
I understand. But when you think of like Soca and Calypso, soul is kind of like one of the elements that's like part of it.
Later on, soul, you know, you have, that's what you have, Soca now, because the soul came in with
the Calypso.
With guys like Shorty Eye and then brought in a bit of a Calypso, you know, part of it. I mean, soul, you know?
Yeah.
But I started up listening to Kitchener, Sparrow, Pretender, the early days, you know. And I love the music. I love the art form, especially the storytelling aspect of the art form.
Yeah.
You know?
One thing I'll say as well, so Ryan and I, for anybody that knows us, Stevie Wonder even knows this as well. We love our hip hop. And one of the things about hip hop is like telling a story. Yeah. But also people kind of like expressing like the struggles and the things that they go through. Yeah. Calypso was that and much more.
Yeah. We have that.
It's like the political commentary was Calypso, because people hear like the steel pan and they see like the beautiful people, because obviously we're West Indian, we look nice.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, we're talking about stories and political struggles, and maybe that's the one of the differences between Soca and Calypso. When I think of Calypso, I think of telling the story, criticism, the things our families had to go through.
Yes, definitely.
Was that really important for you?
Definitely, and that's what you're lacking in the Soca. Soca is party. Soca
Yeah,
is
it
playing
is.
party, you know.
And Fetter.
I mean, I could tell you a lot of songs. I mean, we had a song called When Rhodesia, you know, it was Rhodesia. And we had a song about Step Zimbabwe, you know, changed him to Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
We had this boy Valentino, Step with Zimbabwe. When we had How Many More Must Die in South Africa by
Yeah.
you. How many more must die? How many more? How many more must die? How many more? How many more must die for their liberty? How many more till they set South Africa free? That was Duke.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Your voice is beautiful, by the way.
Well, it's all right.
You see this Trinidadian, you're like, I know.
So for those who don't know, that obviously the Alberto, the guest today, is my father. Big influence in my life, obviously, that goes without saying. But Dad, you know, in your early days of, you know, doing Calypso and Calypso, and, do you remember, like, were you practicing making music as a child growing up in Trinidad? Or was it a case of when you became an adult?
No. I was right through my school life. I was even put out of class. Right. I had the whole class jumping.
Okay. Of course,
while the teacher was teaching.
Oh, really? in class? Go on, Dad.
I had the whole class jumping. And when I went to training college, I was a Calypso king in training college for 2 years, you know. I have a big following in Trinidad. I have a following, you know.
Of course.
Especially among the teachers. And
in Dominica. Look, you got me.
Thank you, yeah. So, you know, but as I say, the Calypso, when you look at Sparrow Slave,
I love that song.
Yeah,
oh my God, that song is beautiful.
Brilliant.
But it's so sad.
Yes, and then you have songs like Education.
Yeah.
You know, we try to make children understand that education is the key.
Yes.
The success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Sparrow again, and Kitchener and these guys. You know, the beautiful songs. You know.
Has that always been important to you, like education?
Of course,
of
course. You know, I've been teaching all my life. I've retired, but I'm still involved. I'm teaching nearly every day. Schools send for me because I used to be the head of special needs. I mean, Senko for 2 schools.
Amazing.
And since then, I retire, there's a teaching agency, believe in me, they send me all over. I've taught in 140 schools in London.
Wow.
Amazing.
And
wow.
You know, I see how the testament of the effect you have on children when I went to college and kids I grew up, kids that was taught by my father that I met in college. I never met them in primary school or secondary school, so I met them in college and they were like, oh yeah. And then I told them that, you know, my dad taught in Hackney. He was like, who's your dad? And I said, oh, it's Winston Albert. Oh my God. They remember you, man.
What is that like, though, when you hear your dad's name, like, spoken like this? Because you hear me all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm your sister, so it probably doesn't really... But what does it feel like?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's, you know, I mean, like, I'm kind of used to that because I've grown up with Dad being a Calypso legend. So he's always been an impactful. Like the Alberts, me and my brothers, we get that trait from my father. The very sociable trait, you know, easy to get on with, you know, lovable kind of thing.
But it's not only about teaching, you know, it's about you setting an example. Because, you know...
Is it power as well? When you educate people, you give them power, you know?
But I also remember that, I used to be a director with the copyright movement in Trinidad, served as a director for 5 years. I worked in Jamaica, in Grenada during the revolution. They used to call me Comrade Alberto, right, during the revolution. And I also organized Jamaica first carnival. I was part of the organizing committee. Yeah. I sang with Byron Lee and so on.
And the Dragonaires.
Yes. Not only in Jamaica, but even in Toronto, I sang with Byron Lee. You know, so.
I feel like...
Not Toronto,
I should have bought you like virtual flowers because I knew a lot of what you do and what you've done, but I didn't know all of that. This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
we have a pioneer in the building. You know? I'm really honoured to have you here, so thank you.
Nice being here.
I love it.
Yeah. So, Dad, what was the first musical project you remember working on? What was like the first song?
The first song, I'll tell you about my first song. I'll tell you how I entered into the...
Yeah. That's probably a better question.
I was teaching in Bartara, and I always wanted to join the tent. And then I saw Lord Kitchener
walking.
How old are you though, Alberto?
Right now?
No, then.
How old are you
I was about.
You're only 23 now.
No. I like that. But let's fast forward it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met Kitchener and I said, Kitchener, you know, I would like to sing. He said, what do you have? I sang about 3 songs to him on the road. He said, come home by me. The next day, went home and so on. And then he said, okay, you're in my tent. But I said, Kitchener, I'm going for audition for about 6 other tents. When I went for audition, every tent wanted me to sing for. But
of course,
getting a better package from Spectacular. They were the top tents because they had Rudder. I sang with Rudder, Rasaili, Arrow.
Oh my
you
God.
name it, I sang with.
The creme de la creme, basically.
Everyone. You know, I was part of that. You know, Duke. You know. All the top
this is like our music history in the Caribbean, you know. Wow. Wow.
You mentioned Chalk Dust?
Well, that's Chalk Dust.
It's in Badar.
Well, that's my brother.
Yeah.
Right? Chalk Dust, you know, from the
your
early
literal
age.
brother?
No. From early age, Chalk Dust.
Good partner.
He was involved in, he included me.
Okay.
You know, and up to now, we are still very close, you know. So when I put on a show in Trinidad, for the last 5 years, and he's part of my cast. I employ him, you know, part of my cast. Every year, and next year I'm doing 2.
You're doing 2 what?
2 shows in Trinidad. Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are they called?
It's called Light Up the Night. So I'm gonna have I'm gonna have Leston Paul, top arranger in Trinidad. Right?
Leston Paul's lucky to have you.
Yeah, Leston Paul, he's brilliant, right? I'm going to have Ray Holman.
Yeah, legend.
Dr. Ray Holman. Right?
Pan legend.
Pan legend.
Pan legend.
I'm going to have Short Pants. He's another legend in the art form, right? You know? I'm having, you know, top artists on my shows. So that's the 3rd of February, and then the 24th, which is the Thursday after Carnival. One in Woodbrook, Le Carré Theatre.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Because you've got so many new songs that you've got as well.
Yeah, well, I'm ready for them. I'm ready for next year.
Some of the new songs that you've got, tell me some of them, because we've got some here. Well, would you do one for us?
Well, you could play Maggie now. Maggie? No, Maggie is Kitchener song that I did a cover.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
And I like the difference. I did it in a sort of jazz styling.
Oh.
Yeah. Jazz styling.
I like it.
I like that.
Yeah. I like it. I'm going to put that to play, and this is Maggie, originally by Kitchener.
Lord Kitchener, yeah.
And
this is the Alberto cover.
Yeah.
I love.
Let's go.
Maggie, there's no time to look for all. You could vex, you could plead, you must listen now. You always wanted me to make you so happy, but darling, I'll find the solution to your desire and ambition. Come let we lie, as the people say. Now is the time on Carnival Day. I want you coming town. Don't you let me down. Just put on your morning duster and meet me down by Green Corner. Cause we're raging as it said. We painting the tongue in red. We go make bacchanal for the carnival. Maggie, it's no time to twist your face. You could move, you could glide, you could shake your waist. Darling, forget the past, and let me play with mass. Remember, we come out to have fun, so let bygones be bygones. Come let we lie, as the people say. Now is the time on Carnival Day. Oh yeah, I want you coming down. Don't you let me down. Just put on your morning duster and meet me down by Green Corner. Cause we're raging as it said. We painted the tongue in red. We gon' make bacchanal for the carnival. Now this is with Sugar Fingers, Leston Paul. I call him Sugar Fingers.
Why you call him Sugar Fingers?
Oh, the music is so sweet. Coming from his
What instrument was he playing? What was he?
Is he playing the piano?
Yeah, everything. All the instruments. All the instruments. Yeah, he's just out of this world. He's the one who arranged Feeling Hot, all those songs.
Really?
Yeah.
Legend,
yeah.
real legend, boy.
Stunning. Your voice is beautiful.
It's all right.
I can keep saying that. I'll repeat myself. I'm Caribbean. I'll say what I want 44 times.
For the carnival, Maggie, oh, got you inside the van. You could move, you could glide, cause you're with your man. Darling, make your play.
Okay, so a question for you. So you've talked a little bit about your journey. So Belmont to Morvant. Is it Morvant or Morvant?
Well, now we say Morvant.
Is it? Because I'm Creole, so we say Morvant.
Right, Morvant. Right, good. You can take that.
Yeah.
Morvant.
I don't know. I'm Dominican.
And
So
then into Spectacular Forum.
Yeah.
Then a couple of shows in New York.
Let's not skim over. Whilst you had like your music journey, you also had your activism. So you helped with the marches at the same time.
Yeah. Well, before, you see, we needed to have one teachers union. You know, when you separated the authorities. They push you around. So we decided to form one union, and this is where I came in with my. I had 10,000 teachers singing my songs.
Of course.
And from there went to training college, won the crown, come back out, and then went into the tent. And
how old were you around this time?
I was about 27.
Wow,
20.
you're still really young.
Yeah, 27, 20. So I was involved with all that. Then got into Spectacular Forum, and then there's some songs like Rambo.
Yes.
Rambo, Pan Woman.
I've got all of these.
One of the songs, Love Your Own, Mr. Trinidad.
I've got all of these.
All those songs.
Shall I play one of them?
Love Your Own is one of my favourite songs.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you guys keep talking while I try and find this one?
What was that? What was that project? That was on the Stronger Than Ever?
Yeah.
Or Moving On? What was that on? You can't remember?
No. That's the first one. I don't get that.
Oh, okay. That was even before then?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, this boy approached me to buy the song, Eddie Grant.
Did he?
Yeah, and I refused to sell it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eddie.
Yeah, I refused to sell it.
This song, Love Your Own?
Yeah, Love Your Own.
Okay, I'm going to play it. This is Love Your Own by Alberto.
Every foreigner, you make them your superstar. Love your own, Mr. Trinidad. Love your own.
Pull it up, Emma. Pull it up, man. Thank you.
You say you are a dream. Let's turn again. But your actions do not convince me. You despise me and make me a mockery. You say you love your culture, but from neglect you make it suffer. Every foreigner, you make them your superstar. Love your own, Mr. Trinidadian. Love your own. You must learn to love. Love your own. Again, this is Leston Paul on
Man.
synthesizer, and George Victory. We used to play with a Fatback band in New York.
What, Fat Larry's band?
Yeah, Fatback. I think
Fat Larry's band?
No. Big band and Fatback, something like that.
Okay.
Big musician.
Okay.
Passed about a few years ago.
Okay.
George Victory, brilliant.
Amazing, beautiful music. Alberto, can we get a few? Can we get you to sing it, please?
She always wants people to perform. Do you want to perform? Nah, he's alright.
Because your voice is beautiful.
When I get to the
Later on. You definitely got to perform Harry. He's definitely got to perform Harry. He's definitely got to perform
Harry Forkin. And you look better with your mask on.
My heart has been grieving. Love you, Mr. Trinidad. Love you. You must learn to love, love you. Every manner of indignity. Love your own, Mr. Trinidadian. Love your own. You must learn to love. Love your own.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
You know what? One of my favorite. So at that time, when you were making this music, sorry, I'm gonna go straight back to.
No, you're fine.
When you were making music back in these times, were you doing Were you making Macho Belly then? Were you making?
Oh my God,
Pan
Macho
Woman?
Belly.
And you had some real hits then. You had Macho Belly, you had Pan Woman,
no Party. All little party all night to love.
Bound to come.
Yes, Bound to Come.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite. Bound to Come is one of my favorite songs as well. It's all of them are classics. Okay, so this is the time. This is the time you're making.
You're part of people's like literal Caribbean history in their childhood because we've heard you growing up.
Yeah.
Right.
It's different for me because like obviously I have a connection to your family.
Yes.
But what does it feel like having that impact on people? Remember when you're say like you're like me.
Yeah.
First, second generation West Indian, and you know my family, so we were raised proud to be West Indian.
Yeah.
But you're like home away from home.
Yeah.
All these things are our connections to our home, our language,
our
food, our music. What does it feel like being instrumental in that?
I think I know I have a role to play. My role is to make sure that we are understood, our music, we are loved, and share our love through music. West Indians generally are loving people. I mean, slavery.
Most of them.
When slavery came, a lot of churches came. So the moral and spiritual values, on a Sunday, most West Indians will go out and, But yes, we are conscious of the fact that we have a lot to offer the world.
Yeah.
I mean, when I look back at the early days of people like Lord Melody, when he gave Harry Belafonte Shame and Scandal in the Family. That was a big song, big Calypso.
Yeah.
Where was Harry Belafonte from? Which island?
He's Jamaican.
Is he Jamaican? Why do I think Bahamas? No, that's the other one. That's Poitiers.
Yeah.
Sydney.
Harry Belafonte is really an American Jamaican.
Okay.
He's from Brixton, that kind of thing. But what I mean, he used to go back to Jamaica. His
I love your his
grandmother used to help sing a lot of folk songs. So he's the first one to market Calypso.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Yeah, he's really pivotal.
He was a movie star as well.
What a beautiful voice and everything. He's
a good-looking man.
Brilliant, and a brilliant singer. No, he could sing any other genre of music, but he loved Calypso.
Okay.
So, I always give him the credit.
But we take for granted all the things that our families and the people before us did to make us kind of comfortable. So you talk about Harry Belafonte. I think they said that he had like the first interracial kiss on
screen.
TV.
Yeah, that's true.
On screen. Sorry. There's so many things, but it's like when we go back to like the political struggle. And sorry if I bring it back there.
Yeah.
Like when you have like our backgrounds here. You have the story of like Kelso Cochran, Dan Tegan who was murdered. You've got like the Teddy Boys and everything. That we had a strong identity and a strong culture, But could we express that?
Yeah. The thing is that, well, families need to make sure that their children are proud of themselves and their background.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't get in schools. You know, I mean, I teach a lot of, I mean, when I from early, the children of West Indian children gravitate towards me because I have stories about Caribbean people.
And home.
You know, and you know, they love my stories, okay, about home.
And why you should be proud, isn't it?
Of course, you know.
Maybe that's why our families gravitate.
So it's important that the children's self-esteem, you build the self-esteem.
It's so important, isn't it? We're not parents yet, but one day we will be.
Yes,
and it's so important to instill that in them, isn't it?
For sure.
Definitely.
Because you can't tell somebody that they're not important if they already know they are.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to change tack completely.
Yeah.
So we spoke. Yeah, go on. You want to ask me a question?
Because you and your brothers are all very like artistic and talented. Obvious connection is your daddy.
Right.
What did that feel like growing up with like somebody?
Yeah, I mean he's a natural showman. Like even when he's not performing, he's performing. You know, not in a that's what he has natural in his body. It's just it's who he is. He's a creative. So even like
you're a people person.
Yeah,
as well.
100%. So
if you're at a party, I can imagine that people are just talking to you.
Even the way he teaches, like because he's a teacher, so.
Let me say, I'm the first, I think, teacher to bring Soca tables to school.
Yes. I was going to mention that.
Soca tables.
Do you know what Soca tables is?
No, tell me, educate me.
Give them an example of Soca tables.
When I teach in the question, the early leadership teach in primary school, I do the two-time table. My tables would go like this. Let me tell you how it goes. My table used to be two. Now I teach both the multiplication and the division at the same time, and children need to know it.
Yeah.
And not only and to make it, but they need to have it in their head too.
Yeah.
Right. So my table would go 2 1 2 2 2. You know, real musical. And
it makes it stick though.
Yeah.
And you brought that into your schools in England and all that. Yeah, all the English kids love that. But yeah, I think like that's just instilled in all of us because of that. I mean, obviously, my mom is a very polite, loving person too. So
mum's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, so we get that nice.
Shout out, mummy. What's mummy's name again?
Marilyn Albert.
Hey, that's my sister's name. Hey, Marilyn.
So that's that helps with, you know, also communication as well, you know. But yeah, obviously, we just pattern everything from Dad, and then obviously we became creators ourselves, and obviously the music we would listen to is very different from. But we still had the Calypsonian teaching from Dad, so we knew about storytelling because of Dad. But obviously we adapted to the music we were more, you know, related to, which is more hip hop and R&B.
But hip hop has its origins in
of
Caribbean
course, exactly,
music.
Exactly.
Wasn't it a Trinidadian and a Jamaican? Or was it a Bayesian? I'm just mixing up islands now.
With what?
With hip hop, they were one of the founders of hip hop.
Yeah, well, for
we
sure.
have Caribbean roots.
Yeah, Trini would definitely be at the forefront. Absolutely. Trinidad is the first astronaut. They don't tell you that, but they put a Trini flag on the moon, but they cut that out because you know. But yeah, for sure. So yeah, that's what. But Dad, like, I was back to your songs, Dad. Like, you know, you made Macho Belly. But one of my favorite songs of yours that was like a massive hit growing up was like obviously Macho Belly and Rambo.
Yeah.
Tell us about Rambo, like.
And we'll play that afterwards.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Rambo was played a lot. That was quite well known. That and Macho Belly, I think, in my opinion, is probably your two biggest songs. Yeah, would you disagree with that?
No.
And Pan Woman as well. Pan Woman is one of your biggest songs. Yeah, Pan Woman gets a lot of love.
Yeah.
But what was your thought process behind Rambo? By the way, Dad, when he used to perform this in Trinidad, he was dressed up in Rambo gear, and that's where I get my performance stuff from. Is my dad.
I know.
Yeah. And
when I told you it was like the Spider-Man meme, you got vexed with me. It's like looking at the two are the same.
Go ahead,
Daddy. Are you the same?
Tell us about Rambo. Your thought process.
At the time, you know, we needed a change politically. You know.
It's a political song, wasn't it? Of course it is. Yeah.
And you can look at it at the coming of Christ. You know, if you listen to the lyrics you hear.
You go a bit closer, yeah.
We're doing Rambo.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rambo by D. Alberto.
Rambo. Yeah. Shit up.
Rambo the sufferer, to an avenger, coming to bring
go back. We let him marinate here. This is Rambo by Alberto.
Coming to bring sanity to this world, to eradicate kind of wickedness and alleviate social injustice. Crime is antagonist, time is his witness, conscience is jury, vengeance is fury. All who give in trouble and don't want to stop, Rambo, go mash them up. All who serve the devil and don't want to give up, Rambo, go mash them up. Who go mash them up? Rambo. Who go smash them up? Rambo. Who go mash them up? Rambo. Who go smash them up? Rambo. When he appeared from out of nowhere, everything immoral, vulgar and brutal, Rambo, go mash it up.
Such a beautiful song.
Rambo, man. I think my dad's on the phone.
He texted Marilyn.
I'm in a radio station. I'll call you back.
I love you. Your dad's a ledge. Your dad's actually a ledge. I love it.
Yeah, anyway.
Hi, Auntie Marilyn.
So, yeah, that was Rambo, man, the Alberto, man. That was.
Can we just go back? What did we say the song was about?
Well, at the time we were struggling, right? A lot of things were happening, you know. And I'm looking at Rambo coming and cleaning the whole problem we had, right?
Well, mashing up the whole government.
all those who were doing wrong.
Yeah.
Right? All exploiting us and so on. You know?
Did you ever watch Bloodsport, the Rambo movie?
No. No.
I didn't think so, because
No.
he murders a lot of people in the house of party. But that's okay. He's always a soldier.
Yeah.
So he'll go and shoot him up. Okay.
Rambo, you know, bring back some sanity to the place.
Right.
Yeah, we had a lot of
with
problems.
his ways of shooting people.
It's a method, babes.
Yeah.
Just relax.
It's good. I like it.
Beautiful. And was that
I love if you see the single cover for this. That's an illustration of Dad, and he's got the Rambo outfit.
You're gonna share that with me?
I'll send it to you. And was there a bird on your shoulder? A bird on the shoulder.
Yeah. Was it the hummingbird? Because you're Trini.
Probably was.
Could be. But that time you were going backwards. Forward ever. Yeah.
Was this from your first LP, your first album?
No. That was about 2 or something like that.
Okay.
So by then you're already like an established artist.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he was turning out hits like that.
It was very popular in New York.
Yeah. That song was popular over here too. It's popular over here as well.
It's popular here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We give you your flowers.
Rambo, man. And also, one song that I hear from yours a lot is when I go Carnival.
What is that like hearing your daddy at Carnival?
Well, your song gets reconstructed with the pan bands.
Yeah.
For Pan Woman.
Oh, Pan Woman, yes. Yeah, Pan Woman. And that's a song that was Ray Holman's composition.
Okay.
What happened is that Ray had stopped for some reason, composing and playing, and met him at some part of Spain, and then said, no, you gotta do something. Okay. And this is how Pan Woman came.
Yeah, so literally this gets taught to children who learn how to play steel pan.
Do you know what? We are gonna play
for Carnival.
Pan Woman.
That's an integral part of our culture.
Yeah.
And Panorama. You know how much I love Panorama?
Yeah, for sure.
Boy. So, Pan Woman by Alberto.
Pan men were discussing in a barnyard. Woman was the object of discussion. A question was asked by the captain Mina. Who woman is woman for pan man? Some of us decide which woman, while others reply nice woman. But the iron man made us to understand. Pan woman is the greatest woman in the land. Pan woman is the woman with the sweetest hand. When man come on to jam and music say here I am. Woman, woman is woman that plays pan. Decided to join the conversation. He says for years I am wrong steel band, and I do agree with the iron man. My woman does play a tenor, she playing in panorama. A man would be proud of a woman like her. Pan woman, queen of rhythm, goddess of motion. Pan woman, lady tempo, mistress devotion. When man come out to jam and music say here I am. Woman, woman is woman that plays pan.
Well, Alberto, boy.
The arrow who like to feel is so macho. Jump and declare with authority. I know woman like I know me. If you want to find out something, ask me. Every woman have a standard. Some women are good, some are bad. If you're talking about here in Trinidad, pan woman is a bad man, friend and companion. Pan woman is a bad man true inspiration. When man come out to jam and music say here I am. Woman, woman is woman that plays pan.
Now on this track you have two doctors in the art, Dr. Ray Holman and Dr. Boogsy Sharp. These guys, you know, are the leaders in the pan movement.
Wow.
And the first time they played together.
Can you play pan?
Yeah, that could be.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bang at pan all the time with your kids. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, play a bit of pan, you know.
I love.
Yeah. But if you hear the pan men on this wonderful,
amazing, yeah.
It's like perfection, isn't it?
Yeah. You have they and sing each other on the pan, on the pan, you know.
Beautiful, man. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Pan woman. See, I didn't have the singing chops. Like that's not the right.
Here I am. Woman for man is woman that plays pan.
Voice is beautiful. Can we get a little bit of pan woman? I'm so sorry. I like this. I'm Dominican, so I'm difficult.
Good, gonna play it. Yeah, go ahead.
You're putting it up.
Whenever you're ready.
So pan man move back to in a pan, yeah. Woman was the object of discussion. A question was asked by the captain Mina. Who woman is woman for pan man? Some of us decide that's the one, while others decide that's the one. But the iron man made us to understand. Pan woman is the sweetest woman in the land. Pan woman is the woman with the flattest hand. When man come out to jam, music say here I am. Woman for man is woman that playing pan.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic, man.
My God.
And you know, this year I in honor of those two guys,
Yeah.
I recorded
What were their names again? You did
Dr.
tell me.
Ray Holman.
Yeah.
It's on, and Dr. Bootsy Sharp.
Shout out to Ray
You know,
Holman. Bootsy Sharp.
the universities of the West Indies has
Amazing.
that to them, you know, for their work. You know, Dr. Ray Holman. First, you know, a couple of bandmen, I think, before, but these two, yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. And my friends too.
Of course.
Good friends.
Who aren't you friends with? Because before we came on air, we were talking about Sparrow, Mighty Sparrow. It's his birthday today.
Today Sparrow. In fact,
legend.
I sent a recording to him, you know, wishing him happy birthday. You know?
I wish I had it, because if you guys could see that recording, it was beautiful. So we're gonna say happy birthday to Mighty Sparrow.
The Mighty Sparrow.
Sparrow.
What's your favourite Sparrow song?
Well, I mean,
I like Slave.
I like all Sparrow. Honestly.
Me too.
Yeah. But you know, he sang a ballad once that was big in Europe. I'll give you a taste of it. Go.
Oh yeah, go on.
It says, why do I keep fooling myself when I know you love someone else?
Oh, hold on, man.
Only a fool breaks its own heart. I pretend that I don't see when you walk with him down the street. Only a fool breaks its own heart. I have to admit it, even though you hurt me so, girl.
That's Sparrow.
I can't regret it.
Beautiful.
That's nice.
If I were a man, I'd let you go, but it's no use trying to hang on to a love already gone. Only a fool breaks its own heart. That's Sparrow one.
I'm a fool.
I think one of my favorite Sparrow songs is Line Excuses.
Yeah, we've got that.
Yeah, that song called Jane. You see? Jane, get it 4 o'clock in the morning. Jane, hear the neighbor cock how it crowing. I know you go call me Locho, but my own money can't make style on me. I ain't ready yet. Don't forget the fact. I'm having a good time. Don't break up the line. Go away. I intend to stay preach for. I ain't going home at all.
I love it.
Brilliant.
You're reminding me why I love Calypso as much as I love my Soca, because we talked about the political commentary, but it's the descriptiveness as well. Like when I think of like hip hop, for example, Slick Rick.
Yeah.
But he's a West Indian, of course.
Yeah.
Only Jamaican.
I think he might be Trini, you know.
No, he's Jamaican.
No, he's Jamaican.
He's Jamaican.
MF Doom was Trini, sorry.
Yes, he was. He was. Shout out to both. But there's a way that we tell stories and the descriptiveness that I just love, and like a colourful way of
100%.
Like I feel like I'm in it, like a Roald Dahl book but on acid.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Kitchener had a song called Love in the Cemetery, and when I sing that for the school children,
I've got that, you know. Shall I play it?
Yeah.
I've got it.
They love it. They love that song.
Is it still recording?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wicked.
We're smooth.
You transition that.
You have that.
Love in the Cemetery.
Inside a big pot, I felt like a king on top of throne. You and you lie alone. When I heard a talk and a creeping walk, and when I look around frightfully, I was in the middle of a cemetery. That's it.
Love in the Cemetery by Kitchener.
In a big
That's it.
I felt like a
king on top of the throne. Me and you lie alone.
When I heard a talk
and a creeping walk,
as I look around frightfully,
I was like in the center of cemetery. You talk about run, and nearly rust my head. living running from the dead. I go say, don't run me lad. Come on, let me play. Yeah, belly now running for truth. The foot sticking a mango root. I fall along inside the tube. I get up with a zoom, zoom, zoom.
Classic, man. Classic.
Can we talk a little bit like when you made the move from Trinidad to London, which apparently you love?
Yeah, well, you know.
But London is not better than Trinidad.
No, there's no other place like, you know. Let me tell you about Trinidad.
I'm Dominican, but I know Trinidad is beautiful.
I went to Italy.
No.
I went to Italy. I went to see the Pope.
One-on-one?
I went to see the Pope. Well, I think he hide from me. But listen, I went to see the Pope, you know. But it was this ad says, you can call God for £300. I said, what?
Just so?
Yeah, you can pick up the phone.
That's very specific, not 400.
No, £300 for the yellow phone. You can call. So I said, you know, I didn't have enough money then, you know. But when I landed in Trinidad, I saw the same yellow phone. So I pick up the yellow phone and say, can I call God here? They say, I said, how much to call God? They said 10 cents. I said, 10 cents? Yeah, they say it's a local call.
A round of applause for that one. This is what I get used to growing up. Stand with these jokes. Dad jokes. But.
A local call, man. So God is in Trinidad. No, but living in Trinidad is wonderful, you know? I mean,
I've only been once, but I loved it. I went 2016.
I'll give you an example. I'll tell you what. Look, my grandparents, great-grandparents on my mother's side were from Ghana.
Are they?
And my great-grandparents on my father's side were from India and China. So, you know, you have all these different people living in Trinidad, you know, and they live well together.
Yes.
You know? I mean, we'd have a bit of ratio now and then, but most of them together.
Most of it's harmony.
Yeah, we live in harmony, you know? And then you have the music, you have the chutney music. You have
I love chutney. I got some chutney today, you know. Yeah. I got some dripper tea for us.
Yeah, well, you go
Shall
ahead.
I put some dripper tea?
Yeah. We have chutney music and
I
all
love
these
it.
things. Yeah. And we have just up the road, we have what? Place called?
What did you put?
Roti Chupa. So then the best Chinese you could eat is in Trinidad. I'm telling you.
I know, I've done. I've been.
Yeah.
But I'm more kind of my Indo-Caribbean food.
Yeah.
As much as I'm Dominican, the Dominicans are going to kill me.
Yeah.
My favourite cuisine in the Caribbean is actually Trinidadian food. But I think I like the Indo because I like aloo and I like...
Aloo pie and all that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Double.
No, we are the best. We have the best, yeah.
No, you're not the best. Dominicans are the best. But you're all right.
We have the best, yes.
You're nice too.
When I talk about Caribbean, the British people say, well, why did you leave home and come here? If you
I say that.
I tell them, I come from my grandfather's back pain.
So we'll be going to a break soon. We got some more Alberto coming up after the commercial break. You can just cue some of the music if you like.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to play a little bit of chutney. I've got dripper tea with Real Unity with Marshall.
Sure.
Take a little
Guys, this is Carnival Time by Alberto, my guest for today. He hails from Belmont, but then I say Mova, Trinidad. Father to my friends, a Calypsonian legend. You have been integral in our journey and part of like the musical history of Caribbean music in the UK. So I can see your influence now in the UK soca scene, and that's why we see you in Just Vibes as well, and doing events just like that, you know? Yeah, we're just gonna do like one technical thing, but this is Carnival Time by Alberto.
No music? No? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, do that one. Remember this, Dad? I don't know if you remember these. Dad, do you remember your songs?
Why are you thinking?
I don't know if you remember these songs.
Why are you thinking?
Classic. The mic, innit?
Play in the sunshine, kiss in the dark, dance in the hot sun, yeah, romance in the moonlight. We have all day to party, all night to love. We have all day to party. Kiss in the dark, dance in the hot sun, yeah, romance in the moonlight. We have all day to party, all night to love. We have all day to party, all night to love. It's time to fat and time to sweat. Oh Lord, come on and well, yeah. Let love prevail. We have all day to party, all night to love. We have all day to party and all night to love. All day to get on wild and wassy. All night to be like turtle dove. We have all day, all night. We have all day to party and all night to love.
Come on, classics. Yeah, man.
All day to party
The
and all
Alberto.
night.
You know what, Dad? I want going to ask you actually.
Let me turn that down.
Yeah.
So you can actually hear yourself.
The Alberto is a play on words of your real name, Winston Albert. But where did the Alberto originate from?
Yeah.
Because he's cute.
What happened is that I was not a bad footballer.
I see.
You're joking the exact same way. It's amazing.
In those days, there was Carlos Alberto, was a brilliant footballer.
Carlos Alberto,
so they thought I was
Where was he from?
Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah,
So they thought I was a Brazilian.
So they didn't think you were Trini?
No.
Because you were so good at football.
Yes.
They thought, he must be from Brazil.
The Alberto.
I like that.
What about the football field,
that's where the name came from.
And then I used to call all my players from my team were all Brazilians. Uncle Trevor was Arendello.
Arendello.
Yeah, Grandman Cuss was Cusso. Everybody name was as a Brazilian, you know.
Were they actually Brazilian?
No.
They're
We're having fun. Lot of fun. So Alberto passed the ball, the Cusso passed the ball to Alberto, you know. So,
Nice, Alberto. Yeah. Okay, I like that.
This is beautiful. This has got like a soca and a calypso feel to me.
It's soca.
Yeah, for sure.
Could you tell us a little bit about this song and how you made it?
The thing is that this song was written by, what's my song? I had a contract with.
You blessed it though.
No, I had a contract with the Jamaican group who organized shows for me all in New York, took me to Broadway, to Jamaica, and so on. And they wanted another party song. So Wilsford wrote this song for me. And the group name was Love People.
Okay.
So this is a song, Love People. So
what kind of year was this?
That would have been 88, 89, around that
Right,
time.
just before you moved to England.
Yeah.
Right.
Because all you came to London in 1990?
1990. And then, notice I didn't have much, unless I had a song here, a couple of songs I recorded.
Yeah, you had Baton Lara here. Dwight York.
Dwight York.
I love your music, you know.
I had Caribbean Party.
Party.
Yeah, I had that here.
Yeah, that here. So you had a few songs here in the early 90s. As a child, I remember you releasing them songs. So yeah.
And we'll talk about all your other stuff later, but we have Harry Forkin.
So then we fast forward to 2020, 2021, 2022.
I love it.
That's still making music.
I felt that Harry should have been king.
Yeah.
That's what you were saying.
That's exactly what you were saying. You weren't saying nothing. There was no innuendo there. You wanted Harry to be the king.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
I felt he was, very, very cool. He was very inclusive.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
because he has a mixed race wife.
Yeah. So, and therefore I wrote that song with that in mind. That
I laugh every time.
So, the Alberto released a song called Harry. Should we just play it?
Yeah.
Harry Forkin. Dad, would you mind performing this song?
Yeah, I'm singing it.
Yeah, because I feel like, this is the Alberto has brought it back to one of his best songs. This is one of his best songs today.
I think this is one of your best songs ever.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of your boys. Remember, I went to school with Stefan. I know Chris. I know Henry. I know all of these. Obviously, know Ryan. I love Ryan with my whole heart.
Yeah.
But they're funny. One thing about Ryan, he's hilarious.
And I get it from
you.
And he gets it from your mum. You get it from your mum.
Yeah, family.
Yeah, grandma. Grandma was hilarious.
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
So
this is serious, eh? Good for my mom, boy. My mom wasn't easy. You gotta sit down and do your work. First of all,
Sure.
Or go to church on Sunday morning.
For sure.
Make sure you're off to church, she wasn't easy. Come in by 9. Not at 9:05. 9.
But did you listen?
I had to.
Okay.
Katas wasn't easy.
All right, so
this is one of my favorites. No, Ryan, introduce, please.
Okay, so this is the Alberto with the song Harry Forkin.
Countryman, lend me your ear. The greatest love story of the year. Some say much ado about nothing. I say no, it's a great royal wedding. Harry has to be a great warrior to tell the queen he marrying a woman of color. So it's only left to do one thing. I say, make Harry the king. Here comes
comes the king. Here comes the king. Here comes the king. Harry for king. I want everybody in here to sing. Harry, Harry for king. Oh, what a wonderful thing. Harry, Harry for king. Megan and all, she agreed to sing. Harry, Harry for king. William voting for him. Harry, Harry for king. Charles never wanted to be king. Talking to plants and doing strange things. All that we have to vote for him. Harry, Harry for king.
Guys, I'm sorry. We have got a legend in the building. We have the Calypsonian, the music pioneer, and somebody that has made sure they have represented Caribbean culture, not only for their family, but for like our people here in this country and brought unity. But one thing I've got to say, you are hilarious. Like, this is one of my favourite songs from you. And this is, I had to reload it. This is Harry for King. So funny.
Friends, countrymen, lend me your ear. The greatest love story of the year. Some say much ado about nothing. I said no, it's a great royal wedding.
What about this charger? I don't need.
Harry has to be a great warrior to tell the queen he married a woman of color. So it's only left to do one thing. I say, make Harry the king. Here comes the king. Here comes the king. Here comes the king. Harry for king. I want everybody in here to sing. Harry, Harry for king. Oh, what a wonderful thing.
Do you want to sing into the mic?
All right. She agreed to sing.
Harry for King.
William voting for him. Charles never wanted to be king. Talking to plants and doing strange things. All that we had to vote for him. Harry, Harry for king now. Harry, Harry for king now. All right. La la da la da 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 da. La da da la da 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 da. Ah, oh yeah. Selecting the monarchy is unfair, 'cause Charles don't really care. He and all will vote for Harry, 'cause he's full of life and energy. Harry on a mission to unite the world. He and Meghan taking control, doing work for charity. Free Charles and the monarchy. Here comes the king. Here comes the king. Here comes the king.
Harry for King.
I want everybody in here to sing. Harry.
Harry for King.
My God, what a wonderful thing. Megan and all, he agreed to sing. William voting for him. Harry for King. Charles never wanted to be king. Talking to plants and doing strange things. All that we had to vote for him. Harry, Harry for king now. Harry, Harry for king now.
Hear me argument. So what a thing, everybody have to sing. Everybody shout out.
Harry for king.
You must agree. Harry is the king for everybody.
Everybody let me dance and sing. Put up your hands and praise the king. Say oh, say oh, say oh. Harry has to protect Meghan, 'cause if grandfather's so troublesome, he wanted in charge of the kitchen. 'Cause his favorite food is southern fried chicken. Meghan is an African queen, a royalty, she should be seen giving advice and taking charge, not serving drinks or lighting cigars. Here comes the king, here comes the king, here comes the king. Harry for king. I want everybody in here to sing. Harry for king. My God, what a wonderful thing.
Harry for king.
She agreed to sing. Harry for king. William voted for him. Harry for king. Charles never wanted to be king. Talking to plants.
That is beautiful.
It's a classic, man.
That's like a modern because what year did you do this one? 2020?
2019?
No, 2019.
2019, I think.
You have had so many hits
2019.
recently.
2019.
And I think for the new generation, they don't know their Calypso. Can I be real?
Yeah.
They really need education in like what has been there before. And again, like you said, as much as I joke about our people being dope, I don't think it's their fault. They're not actually educated in terms of like music.
Yes. What is theirs? You know what?
What they're exposed to, isn't it?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. That's beautiful. Because you've had a few new. Because you've got a new one as well.
Yes.
Also, your mask.
Yeah, you're with your mask on.
You're better with your mask on.
Better looking. But I would like you to play the track about Dr. Ray and Dr. It's on the ear.
What's it
I can
called?
find
Dr.
it.
Ray and Dr. Buxi. It's on the
What's the name of the song?
close to Magic. Look at the same way you find Magic. Dr. Ray and Dr. Buxi.
I'll see if I can find it. What is it called though?
Dr. Ray and Dr. Buxi.
What's that about?
Honoring the two pan men who have no doctors.
Then they got a doctorate now?
Doctorate, for the involvement in steel pan.
And it's not I Can't Breathe. That's the one you did for
You could play that one too. I can't be. That was a classic.
That was you recorded that after the George Floyd.
Yeah, I remember that. I thought that was beautiful.
We could do that one too.
Let me play that one.
Yeah. I can't breathe.
Well, I want
This is the beauty of our music, like where you're like literally empowering us and telling our stories.
I can't. Yeah, that's a song I need to.
What made you want to record that song?
What do you mean?
What is, like, I mean, talking like, how was your feeling when I Can't Breathe?
George Floyd. Well, I saw it and I wrote it. I saw what was happening, and it affected me a lot. So I decided to write. So. Very sad.
Yeah. So that's the beauty of what we were saying about Calypso music. It has got that history and like that it's kind of entrenched in the culture for a reason. When you have the story of like Notting Hill Carnival being established, it was Calypso that you were hearing. And there's a reason why you have like Pan and you have like the Calypsonians to this day, because it's a part of the story.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's the life we live,
Yeah. And I think telling the story as well. So I won't talk too much, but this is I Can't Breathe. I can't pronounce it how you would do, but I Can't Breathe by Alberto.
I can't breathe. 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 I never think these are breathe.
George Floyd, rest in peace, my brother. Your cries of eyes you will over, but your tragic words I'll remember and use as our armor. So when the going get toxic, I want everybody to sing it.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. Put your fist in the air, shout it loud, shout it clear.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
One law for you, a different law for me, and you're calling that equality.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. This is the 21st century, still making monkey chant at me.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. I want a level playing field to breathe, I say. Give me a level playing field to breathe. urgent supply and telling me I'm a troublemaker. I have a chip on my shoulder, but no more, believe me. Enough of that mental slavery. I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Put your fist in the air, shout it loud, shout it clear. I can't breathe, I can't breathe. The silent treatment when I'm around, telling me I don't belong. I can't breathe, I can't breathe. The justice system's stacked against me, that's why I'm always found guilty. I can't breathe, I can't breathe. We want a level playing field to breathe, I say. Give me a level playing field to breathe, yeah. Yeah.
Guys, that was I Can't Breathe. Obviously, I cannot pronounce it properly like a West Indian. I Can't Breathe by D. Alberto. What a beautiful song.
Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Rest in peace, George
Rest in
Floyd.
peace, Jalen Walker. Rest in peace, all the people losing their lives every day.
All the time, senseless.
Always happening. Still happening to this day, hasn't it?
You have to follow our call. We need freedom and justice for all. I can't breathe.
No, I'm done.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, man.
In the air, shouted loud.
So we had two pandemics. We had that,
Yeah.
you know, the racist pandemic, but we actually also had the virus that came out and took so many people's lives, and the COVID spreaded. But so for safety precautions, we had to wear masks. So that you have a song about that as well, don't you? Yeah. You're very you relate to common affairs.
Can we take a moment to actually give your daddy your flowers? Your daddy is effing hilarious. You are funny. So you're better looking with your mask on.
Yeah, that's correct.
How did you come about this
what
story?
my observing, observation. Calypsonians observe a lot of things happen, you know. You're better looking. Well, we are just having fun. It's a fun song, you know. You look at your father and say, hey, you know, you're better looking with your mask on, you know. And I think people love that. That's just fun expression, you know. It's fun time.
Because before we play the song, has it been nice that you've been getting recognition from the current generation as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Where some of your counterparts might not necessarily.
No, they would love this one. Because, you know, they can identify with the story too, you know,
But there's something about your music that people of different generations like really resonate with as well.
And the thing is, I did not release this I haven't released this in trade as yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. So I started.
Soon come. Soon come.
Yeah.
Soon come.
Soon come. Yeah.
Soon come. So I'm gonna reload. You're better looking.
With your mask on.
Look, problems.
Yes. You're better looking. You're better looking. You're better looking. This man in love with Maria, a Spanish girl from Tucapita. All the time that he was tracking is more than one mask he was wearing. On the road Juve morning, he took them off and started asking, how looking? Better looking with your mask on. You're better looking with your mask on. So leave it on, we'll have some fun. We go tumble down, all on the ground. We go dingole and ramage, but please don't take off your mask. Freddy boy, not so fast. Hey, why? Cause you're better looking man.
I did that by mistake. We're gonna reload. That is too nice.
You're better looking. You're better looking.
I love this song.
You're better looking. This man in love with Maria, a Spanish girl from Tucapita. All the time that he was tracking, it's more than one mask he was wearing. On the road Juve morning, he took them off and started asking, oh looking, better looking with your mask on. You better looking with your mask on. So keep it on, we'll have some fun. We go tumble down, all on the ground. We go dingole and ramage. But please don't take off your mask. Hey boy, not so fast. Hey, 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 hey. God, you better looking, 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 you better looking with your mask on. Made specially for Notting Hill Carnival. For the carnival. Although he looking just like Dracula, you've done with a woman like this fella. His face was so damn scary, he could have frightened a little baby. But she knows she had to hide him when he took them off and started asking, oh looking, you better looking with your mask on. You better looking with your mask on. So keep it on, we'll have some fun. We go tumble down, all on the ground. We go dingole and ramage. So please don't take off your mask. Ready boy, not so fast. God, you better looking, you better looking, you better looking, you better looking. You better looking, you better looking, you better looking with your mask on.
Incredible.
Incredible. She came up with this bright idea.
Yeah, I love it.
Drinking and the smoking. If you see them, how they whining.
There's a Chinese feeling there as well, you know, I love it.
When the band hit the zoo, she said, Dudu, this is the place for you, oh Lord. You better looking with your mask on. You better looking with your mask on. So, to have some fun, we go tumble down, all on the ground. We go dingole and ramage. But please don't take off your mask.
Beautiful, and I love it.
Good old the Alberto.
It was so funny. But it's the storytelling though.
Yeah.
Has that always been really important to you?
Definitely. I love a story.
From when you started your career?
Have you ever heard about the 3 Jamaican pigs?
Go on, tell me.
The 3 Jamaican pigs when they were leaving home?
No.
And
Go ahead.
Sorry, I just know it like one.
When they decide to leave home to build their own houses, you know?
Right.
And the mother said, they told the parents, don't worry about the pig, because every little pig is gonna be alright.
That's the story.
But this is a true story. This one.
I think we still got a fan on you.
I think we did.
For the audience, it's hot like balls in here. I'm not even gonna lie or pretend it's hot.
I have to call I spoke to Mark already, so you must tell him
from Just Vibes.
Tell him
He's gonna come down.
I'm supposed to. He's somewhere tonight.
I thought he's out the country at the moment.
No, he's in Harrow.
I think he's in Trinidad.
I thought he's in
Trinidad.
Trinidad.
Harrow. He played in Harrow tonight.
You sure?
No, they have a fet tonight, but I don't think he's there.
He's gone.
Yeah, I think he's out the country.
All right.
Or at a woman's house. I'm not sure.
Yeah. But we have to. We gotta get Just Vibes to push this for the carnival.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, it has to.
How has that felt for you, having like the younger communities?
I love it. Yeah.
Recognize the importance.
Yeah.
Because do you think that we understand? I'm going to talk like generally.
Yeah.
Do you think Calypsonians and even Soca from 10 years ago, or Calypso 10, 20 years ago? Do you think it's given the recognition that it's needed?
You see, I can't really make a judgment except, I carnivals and so, but I don't go to many disco.
Like fetes and
No,
stuff.
I don't. So I can't really make a fair judgment, Yeah. Yeah, that was that boy.
I've got a chandelier.
Ronnie McIntosh, Ronnie McIntosh singing that.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But does it feel nice that you've had the recognition from like your peers, in a different generation?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Feels good. Yeah.
I've got another question for you. You have how many boys? You got 5 boys? Five boys.
6 grand.
Amazing. You got a beautiful family, and I love all your sons. We're gonna give everybody a shout out today. We have Auntie Marilyn, we have Stefan, we have Chris, we have my babes Ryan,
and you have
Henry,
Andres.
I love these boys. You like a beautiful family. How has it felt seeing them, some of the boys, take on that kind of musical side?
I would like them to be involved more in the Calypso, but I understand fully well in this environment. Music is about environment too, they are hearing more hip hop and so they gravitate towards that. Well, that's all right. As long as they're positive in the contribution, that's my thing. That's nothing wrong.
Good.
Yeah. I'm going to take Ryan down to Trinidad and put him on stage.
Ryan is a Trinidadian more than he's English, and he doesn't even know. He's more Trinidad than English, by the way.
I agree with that.
You actually are, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And what is it on the other side? We kind of touched on it earlier. Your daddy being a Calypsonian, but you having it doesn't have to be Calypso, but what's like music to you? What has that felt like, having that kind of lineage of that music?
I think I'm fortunate to being able to be raised in a household that encourages the culture of Trinidad and Tobago music, because there's a lot of Trinidadians that live in this country that probably don't know much about Calypso or Soca or anything like that. So my dad obviously encouraged us and taught us a lot about Calypso and where we come from and our style of music, which opens the door to become fans of all kinds of genres of music.
Yeah.
So I'm very blessed to be very musical because of my dad. So
very.
And my mum, shout out to my mum as well. I want to give my mum that as well.
Yeah.
My mum used to teach me different kind of music as well. So
what did your mummy teach you?
Well, she'll be she's a fan of ABBA and Beatles.
I love that stuff though.
That's the stuff that I love because of her. So I'm not sure if you're really a fan of that stuff, are you?
Yeah, I'm not too much. I grew up on soul.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, soul is because of you. Yeah,
Marvin Gaye, all these guys. I grew up on,
Yeah, but you're not really a fan of ABBA.
No, not really.
But you know what I mean. So
I appreciate the music.
Yeah, for sure.
The Beatles, yes. Yeah.
But that's our music, though, isn't it?
And do you know the Beatles was influenced by a guy Lord Woodbine.
Who was he?
Lord Woodbine is a Trinidadian who came, they say, on the Windrush, right? But he didn't come. A daughter told me he didn't come on the Windrush, but he was a pants. He took, I think he opened for them in Germany, the first show they ever.
What generation? Because when it comes to Windrush isn't the boat, it's that generation, isn't it? From 1940 to 1970, they're all the Windrush generation. There's 30-something years.
But he came around 52, I think.
Okay, he's probably in that then.
But he also influenced the Beatles.
I see.
But there were 3 Trinidadians who came on the Windrush. There was the Lord Kitchener. There was Mona Batiste, a woman called Mona. She was a teacher. A beautiful singer. She made it big in Germany.
Yeah.
And there's Beginner.
Why don't we hear more about her then?
I don't know what's happened. But she died in 1996 or somewhere around. No. She died I came in 1987 or something like that, But she was wonderful. I mean, brilliant singer.
Yeah, beautiful. Because I say that because we have a number of female Calypsonians as well. One of my favourites is Calypso Rose.
Oh yes.
I love her.
Legend.
And just like yourself, she has had hits that are classic, but then she's had current hits as well. Yeah. She has a song that I really like called Alberto. And the story, when you actually hear it, is kind of really sad and horrendous.
Yes.
But she sings it in such a beautiful way. Do you know what? I can only just play it for you, right?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I'm going to play it, Albertino by Calypso Rose.
You were inclined to believe her, Alatina, who you have there breaking down the door. She was lucky to marry a rich man, handsome like Harry. church where she got married. Abatina, oh, who you have there breaking down the door? Tina should have uplivers. Now we pray that she will forgive us. Abatina, oh, who you have there breaking down the door? Tina was no deceiver. Few were inclined to believe her. Abatina, oh, who you have there breaking down the door?
April 94, I'll always remember. 375 by Brian Lara. Every West Indian was in Antigua, all supporting the little master. We wanted to right or wrong. Antigua was the chosen tongue. West Indians were singing the same song. We said, Baton Lara. Everyone to the boundary, and surely remind me of unity. We say Baton Lara, Lara Baton. Score your century with ease. You're sure to unite the West Indies.
Come on, Lara, pick up this score. Come and give me another one.
That was Atlantic with All Aboard. But, Alberto, you have got another song for us.
Yeah.
Dr. Ray.
And Dr. Buxi.
Dr. Buxi.
Two great partners.
Was it the two gentlemen that you mentioned earlier?
Yes, yes.
It was. Okay, could you tell us a little bit about the song?
Well, the song is paying tribute to these guys. You know, we normally don't have. These guys have given so much to the steel band movement.
Yeah.
Talking about as far as performance, the topper ranges.
Yeah.
In the steel band panorama, you know. So, Dr. Ray and Dr. Bugsy. That's the title.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Ray and Dr. Bugsy by my guest today, D. Alberto.
Come on.
Since the pandemic, since she's not the same. Been all over she body, she have a migraine. No one could tell her the reason why. She says fan fever, and she fresh high. Dr. Ray and Dr. Boozy arrange a potion for me. It's 2 years I ain't here back, and I need your injection. Doctors in this country try, but couldn't help me. I tried Dr. Ugly and Dr. Chalky, both fail miserably. My only hope is Dr. Ray and Boozy. She tried the opium man, but it was the same. The bush medicine as well she brain. She get aggressive, depressed and very rude. She says the fan fever, and she in the mood. Dr. Ray and Dr. Boozy arrange a potion for me. It's 2 years I ain't here back, and I need your injection. Doctors in this country try, but couldn't help me. I tried Dr. Ugly and Dr. Chalky, both fail miserably. My only hope is Dr. Ray and Boozy. If you have these symptoms, then follow me. Dr. Ray, Dr. Boozy have the remedy. 2 doses of arrangement and you in order. That's sure to cure the pan fever. Dr. Ray and Dr. Boozy arrange a potion for me. It's 2 years I ain't here back, and I need your injection. Doctors in this country try.
West, north, and south, get in the bad cars and they run the road. Costume in full blue and party gear. Oh, what an atmosphere! Love to see how they're jumping up in a band. Love to see how they're waving up in a band. Love to see how they're jumping up in a band. Love to see how they're waving up in a band. They're waving left, they're waving right, they're waving up, they're waving down, they're pushing back, they're turning back, they're turning up, they're turning up. Love to see how they're jumping up in a band. Love to see how they're waving up in a band, because it's Juve, 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 Juve,
Something new. So I thought it best to change to the minor chord to see really who is who.
Beat band,
Who be on the tenor,
beat band,
bringing out the minor.
beat band,
Up come the professor
beat band,
to add to the fire.
beat band,
Calling on Bradley
beat band,
to challenge Beverly,
beat band,
which means Desperado.
beat band.
Go answer Tokyo. You go hear pan in A minor. We from all over. You're gonna hear them at the battle, we're going through a test, you're gonna hear them at the pass, burning the grass.
Big band, big band, big band, big band.
I walk around my room and I started to create. I know how to prove to them I have the ability. I there and then decide the minor should dominate. If not entirely, for most of the melody. You notice the chorus carries a simple hook. From 7 to A minor. It's really designed to give you a whole yet to run.
She's still filming, yeah?
No, it just stopped literally.
100 Savannah, 200 Lady Chancellor. Come December, better than ever. Time to enter.
We just got like 8 minutes to the end of the show. It's just
Time to
flown
wrap up,
by.
man. It's
This
been a
is-
great fun show though. So thank
I've-
you for honouring my father, man. Like he's a legend. And I'm glad you came on the show, Dad.
Well, nice to be here, you know. Anything for the music and for my people.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate you.
No problem.
On many levels,
Anytime.
and I told you when we were
Yeah,
off air as well, I
yeah.
really appreciate you.
Not a
But
problem.
I think it's important for me, when I talk about carnival,
Yes.
when people talk about carnival now, they talk about the feathers and the bling and the pretty.
yeah.
That's one part of it. It's like,
Yeah.
why are you actually there?
Yeah, yeah.
And we've touched on it a few times, like the story and the music is just as integral as the march and
Definitely.
the chipping down the road.
Yeah.
It's such a part of our story.
Yes.
So
I think if you understand what Carnival is about, then you have a better feel for it.
yeah, it's emotional. I know I'm gonna cry when I touch the road this year because we haven't
Yeah.
played mass for like
No,
2 years.
Yeah.
And it's our liberation.
And if you
It's our
notice- If
freedom.
you notice the song that the tribute to Ray and Holman about the woman having a fever, pan fever, because for 2 years. But when she had the song, she's begging Dr. Bugsy and Dr. Ray for a bit of arrangement. All that's all. And the fever's gone.
I wasn't sure what you meant because you sometimes have a couple innuendos. I don't know. I wasn't sure what you meant.
The fever. Listen to it again, you know?
I'll listen again. But I wasn't
cures the
sure.
fever. Yes, she has pan fever, suffering from the fact that she not pan for 2 years.
Yeah.
So she's begging for Dr. Ray and Dr. Bugsy to provide a better.
I love you. But speaking of Panorama, that is an integral part of Notting Hill Carnival.
Definitely.
For me, I was there, even though there was no carnival, I was part of it last year.
All right.
And like yourself, when they did Notting Hill Carnival online,
Yes, yeah.
I did it from a mass band perspective, but I was
Okay.
just there just like yourself because
Right.
you performed, was it
Yes.
Box Food?
Yeah. Well, no, it was that same song.
Yeah.
I had Box Food too, but the George Floyd song.
Yeah, I Can't Breathe. I
Can't
saw.
Breathe, yeah,
I saw, and I think you're amazing. So, going back to like what makes up Carnival, you have like the feathers, the bling. What people know, there's the procession, there's mass, but then we have Juve.
Yes.
And we talk about Juve. How can you describe Juve in one sentence, right?
Bacchanal. Loads of paint.
I'm Creole, so we say raw. Bacchanal, it's the same thing.
It's lovely. It's great. It's great.
It's actually more fun sometimes, you know, because you're just free.
Yeah,
More
100%.
There's more freedom.
Yeah, I love it. But also, Notting Hill Carnival is 3 days, and people forget that sometimes.
Yeah.
They are, don't
Sunday and Monday.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because Saturday is Panorama traditionally,
True.
you know.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But you're going to be a part of Panorama this year, no? Aren't you?
I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'll be there. I mean, the songs that I have here about Dr. Ray and Dr. Bugsy.
Yeah.
Hopefully, a steel band might play it. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're your new releases.
Yes. But you know, sometimes they prepare so many months before.
Yeah.
that your release will get a chance this year, but might be get a chance the following year.
But dear Alberto, I see you everywhere. If I don't see you at Just Vibes, I'm seeing you at the Tabernacle.
Yes.
I'm seeing you here.
He loves performing.
And you put on your own events as well, don't you?
Yes.
Can we talk a little bit about that while we've got a few minutes?
My events are in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Hopefully, in the future, I might put on an event here, you know. But I have 2 shows in Trinidad that I have, hopefully will be on, and that's February, the 3rd of February at the Central Bank.
Let's say that one more time. Go on, what was it?
3rd of February 2023, Central Bank.
Okay, nice.
And then the 24th of February at the Le Carib Theatre.
And that's an annual Calypso event that you do every year. Is that the one that you host?
Yes.
That's your event, though.
Well, it's my event. I mean, I perform on
Can you
event.
teach me?
Well, I perform at the event.
Yeah.
But I have for the Master of Ceremonies, Short Pants, a Calypsonian, a singer, teacher, right? Brilliant. I have Dr. Hollis Liverpool, highest award as far as culture in Trinidad and Tobago. He has the highest award. 8 times Calypso King.
Wow.
Right? Professor of Black History, wonderful Calypsonian. Then I have Dr. Leston Paul, because he's not the Leston Paul, great arranger.
And that's somebody you've mentioned a few times today. He's been really instrumental in your career.
But in most Calypsonians, who have made it, he's one. And then you have Dr. Ray Holman,
right,
who will be on the program, So it's going to be a wonderful program,
And are you going Ghana?
That is in the making. I haven't got a contract.
We can't talk about that. I do apologize. Sorry.
I need to sign. I need to sign the contract.
But I like your dad, if you don't make money, it don't make sense.
100%. Yeah.
He's teaching us.
100%.
I gotta go Ghana, to see my forefathers. Family. I'm gonna go meet up with my family.
Well, I think we better wrap up because this time's going to run out now. So
we've got Dad, 30 seconds.
Thank you so much for coming, man. Love you, Daddy. You're the best.
Welcome.
I love that.
Anytime.
Thank you so much. This has been D. Alberto, a Calypsonian legend, somebody that's been instrumental in pioneering Caribbean music to this day, and somebody who performs to this day because you still resonate with the artist and with your audience around you.
Yes, thank you.
So I'm going to give you your flowers, Mr. D. Alberto.
Might as well play Macho Belly to wrap it up. I mean, I know he's probably going to die.
We've got like 5 seconds. I try. Oh, stress. I don't think I can.
Nah, you can't.
1 second.
This has been the Dominican Emz.
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
Thank you so much.
This is Emerson, and you're locked into iLive Radio. Keep it locked.
Oh, yes.
Locked.
We should have made a copy of all that here.
This is Felicia Temple, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
What's up, everybody? This is Indie Soulstress Gwen Yvette on iLive Radio, station that supports independent artists and their music.
Are you looking for that feel-good music? The kind of music that makes you want to share with your friends? Then you've been looking for iLive Radio, your #1 source for music lovers worldwide, playing a variety of hits from soul, reggae, gospel,